Hi everyone, I'm Juliet and the course I teach is Business Management and Entrepreneurship. I would like to tell you a little bit about my experience as well as my education. And I started off studying at Queensland University. I have a Bachelor of Arts, Honours and Masters, and I'm about to embark on a PhD next semester. My business background is that I started a business called Tourism Sales Solutions, operated by Juliet and Associates some 15 years ago. And it's still operating now. It is a marketing consultancy as well as a training services company as well. So I started being an entrepreneur from some business management background, and I used to work for Warner Village Theme Parks. I've worked for the Accor Group. I was Associate Director of Sales for the Marriott Group, looking after 30 international markets between Sydney as well as the Gold Coast. In terms of the course content, there is a lot of hands-on and a lot of interactive activities that we do because it is about innovation, it is about entrepreneurial pursuits. We cover topics in the first 6 weeks, for example, that relate to a midterm exam, and that sets you up then to do a very important group assignment on actually putting together a business plan and a pitch to some investors of a new idea that you have that you're going to produce as a new venture. Okay, so that's the assessments. In terms of the topics that we cover, we look at you know, the mindset of entrepreneurs. You know, what's Steve Jobs like? What's Mark Zuckerberg like? What's you know, what's Bill Gates like? We look at some of the entrepreneurs. We look at how they started. We look at, you know, their mindset. We look at their personality. We look at how they create 7 perspectives of entrepreneurship. You know, how they start with an innovation and they create growth and they create change. They provide value to the global community. They provide, you know, they actually grow more enterprises and produce more employment for people, and ultimately they create wealth. We look at also competitive strategies, how companies, you know, if you snooze, you lose. So basically, companies are always, you know, competitors are always looking to copy and compete with you as another company. And how innovation can actually help overcome getting lagged behind or becoming oblivious to your consumers and your competitors and your suppliers. We also look at the legal aspects. We look at intellectual property. We look at competitive tactics in terms of, you know, warlike ways that companies compete with one another, how they copy one another, how they compete with one another. Okay, in terms of helping your learning and making it you know, smarter, not harder, we have all sorts of technology. From term 3, there will be an iBook available for this course, and the iBook is designed for you to maybe glance at it 3 or 5 minutes before you come into class, take some notes during class, and then just a simple 8 to 10 minutes after class of looking at the iBook will really reinforce a lot of the concepts that you learned during class. And also, every class is recorded. You can go back and have a look at it. So just in closing, thank you so much for your time, for listening to these videos. And I really am delighted to have you as my students, and I look forward to seeing you in class.